Hi guys, today I'm going to review this light from Andoer. It's the W140 RGB. Comes in a small box. Okay. It has RGB lighting as well as warm and cold lighting, and a 3100 milliamp hour battery. I already unboxed it, but there's nothing much in the box, just the light itself, and also this screw thread to hot shoe mount adapter, so you can mount this, in your cold shoe and or hot shoe. For the light itself, this is what it looks like at the back. Okay, you have a screw thread on the bottom. You want to mount the light horizontally as well as one at the side when you want to mount it vertically. And when you want to put on other accessories while mounting this on the cold shoe, there is a little tab here. There's another hot shoe, so you can mount, I don't know, another mic, shotgun mic, other accessories like that. Charging by USB-C, so that's always good. And then you have the rest of the controls over here. This one is to turn the light on as well as cycle through the modes. And then the middle one is to control the brightness of the light. So to turn the light on, you press and hold the power button. Now it's on. As you can see, this is the current mode that it is on, CCT, which means there's a white light, white or warm light, and by toggling the same button but left or right, you can change the temperature of the light. Okay, now it's quite warm. And then if we are going to change the brightness, it's the middle one. To toggle through the modes, you have to press it inwards. Now it's in the RGB mode. Okay, and as you can see here, you have the degree of color as well as the brightness. Same, you can toggle this switch up or down to change the hue. You can be very precise with the exact shade that you want. And there is a helpful kind of like gauge over here to see which color you want, and roughly how much should the settings be. There are two other modes. So this was the RGB mode. One more mode, this is the HSI. I'm not exactly sure what changes in this mode, but what I found out is by changing the values on this mode, it changes how saturated the colors are. So if you tone it down all the way, I think maybe even less than 50% of saturation in the RGB mode, right, you won't notice really much of a difference when you are cycling through the different shades of color. So I mean, I bought a RGB light because I mostly wanted things to be colorful, and if I don't, I'll use the normal white warm light mode. So I just leave it at 100% saturation, so I wouldn't touch this mode that much. The next mode is the scene mode. I'm not sure how many scenes are there. Just cycling through, there are 20 scenes, so you can have this kind of it changes the color gradually, flashing, you know, SOS light, RGB strobe, you know, party lights, fireworks, fire engine, ambulance, cop car. Yep, that's about it with the functions of the light. And I've been using it mostly for photography work. If I want to, cast different kind of colors, in the studio, in the rooms, I actually have two, so you can have, contrasting colors like maybe purple and orange at different ends of the room, so you get, different kind of lighting coming from different angles. And I would think it's a pretty good video light as well, you either using it in the RGB mode or the white and warm mode. It is quite bright, like as you can see. If I turn it on against my face, it's a bit too bright for me. And I would think it will be quite a useful video tool as well. Battery life so far has been very good. I don't know how many hours it is rated for. It has a 3100 milliamp battery. I would think at maximum brightness you could get 1 hour, I think, or even maybe more, depending on the mode you are using. So I bought these lights off Shopee, and they were going for quite cheap, much cheaper than the other options from like Ulanzi or Godox, Aperture. These were going for about, I would say, 10 to 12 USD each, about Singapore dollars, about $15. So it's very, very affordable. So that's why I bought them as well, because I wanted two, and to buy two of like the bigger brand lights, you're looking at easily going above $100. And it has good reviews. And looking at the light, actually the build, the position of the buttons and everything, and the shape is very similar to those big brand lights. So I'm guessing it probably came out of like, the same factory or district, something like a OEM version, and now it's rebranded to this brand, Andoer. Never heard of the brand before. I don't know what else they do, but yeah, I can say that this is a high quality product. So far there are no issues. So if it's available where you're at, you have my recommendation. You can go ahead and buy it. It has no problems, works well, quite effective. I have zero complaints, especially given the price. And there's bound to be something similar, but by another like OEM brand or something. If the reviews are good and it's cheap, I would say give it a shot. Not everything has to be from the big brands. Yep. Okay, thanks for watching.